She checked her phone 47 times that day. Still, nothing. No email, no call, no answer. Just silence. Her name was Layla, 26 years old, qualified, capable, ready. But the world didn't seem to know it yet. She'd sent 50 applications, attended 12 interviews, waited for 37 responses. And every time someone asked, "So, any news?" she'd smile and say, "Not yet." But inside, those two words felt heavier each time. Not yet, not yet, not yet. One afternoon, she sat in a small cafe, watching people pass by. Everyone seemed to be somewhere, moving, working, belonging, and she felt stuck. Her friend got promoted, her cousin got engaged, her classmate got accepted into her dream program. And Layla? Layla was still waiting. An old woman sat at the table beside her, silver hair tied back, calmed face, hands wrapped around the cup of tea. She didn't say anything at first, just sat there, breathing, watching the world move. Layla finally spoke. "Excuse me, can I ask you something?" The woman smiled softly. "Of course, dear. How do you stay patient when nothing is happening?" The old woman looked at her tea. "Do you know how tea is made?" Layla blinked. "You put a tea bag in hot water." "Yes. But what happens while you wait?" Layla paused. The the water changes color?" "The water doesn't just change color, dear. It transforms. The heat, the time, the stillness. They're not wasting the tea. They're releasing it." She lifted her cup. Patience isn't about doing nothing. It's about trusting that something is happening, even when you can't see it. Layla stared at her own cold coffee. "But what if I'm waiting for nothing? What if the door I'm standing at never opens?" The old woman set her cup down gently. "Then maybe that door was never yours." She leaned forward slightly. "I once waited 5 years for something I thought I needed, and when it finally came, I realized I'd already outgrown it. The waiting hadn't delayed me, it had prepared me for something better. Your waiting is not wasted, child. It's shaping you, growing you, clearing space for what's truly meant for you." Layla sat in silence. For the first time in months, she didn't check her phone. She just breathed. And in that breath, she felt something shift. Not hope, not certainty, just peace. The kind of peace that says, "I don't know when, but I trust that it will." That night, Layla came home. She didn't refresh her email. She didn't scroll through job boards. She just sat by her window and watched the sky change colors. And she realized something. The sunset doesn't rush. The moon doesn't panic. The seasons don't doubt themselves. They just arrive when it's time. Weeks passed. Layla stopped counting the days. She stopped comparing herself to others. She started waking up without dread. She started learning things just because they interested her. She stopped waiting for her life to start and started living the waiting. And then one morning, her phone rang. Not an email, a call. "We'd like to offer you the position." She smiled, not because the waiting was over, but because she finally understood. The waiting had never been empty. It had been full, full of growth she couldn't see, full of preparation she didn't know she needed. Here's the truth about waiting. It feels like punishment, like delay, like life is happening to everyone else but you. But waiting is not wasted time. Waiting is not God forgetting you. Waiting is the space between who you were and who you're becoming. Every not yet is protecting you from a not right. Every closed door is clearing the path for the one that's meant to open. Your timing is not late, it's yours. Stop rushing what's still growing. Stop forcing what's still forming. Trust the process. Trust the timing. Trust that what's meant for you will not miss you. Even in the dark, even in the silence, even when it feels like nothing is happening, something is. You're being prepared. You're being refined. You're being positioned. And when your moment comes, you'll understand why it had to be now and not a second sooner. Layla never became the fastest, she never became the luckiest, but she became something better. She became patient. And in that patience, she found peace. Peace that didn't depend on answers, peace that didn't need proof, just peace. So if you're waiting today, if you're tired of hearing not yet, if you feel left behind, remember this. You're not forgotten. You're not late. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be to become who you're meant to be. Your waiting has purpose. Your silence has meaning. And your time is coming. Trust it. If this story spoke to your soul, hit like, share it with someone who's waiting, and subscribe for more stories that remind you that you're not alone. Because sometimes the hardest part of the journey is trusting that you're still on it, even when you can't see the road ahead.